In today's lesson we're going to be covering another of the essential stocks that you need in your arsenal. It's the vegetable stock. Hi chefs, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be moving on to the third and final stock that we'll be covering in this part of the course, which is the vegetable stock. If you are just jumping in on this video today, please make sure you go back and check the beef and chicken stocks that came before this. In the course you can find them on the how to cook playlist, as there's some tricks and tips in there that tie in with today's tutorial very nicely, and it's important you can follow along and know what we're talking about. So the vegetable stock, a few key differences. One, for obvious reasons, it's vegetarian, so it's the ideal go-to stock for use in vegetarian and vegan dishes. I feel like that goes without saying, but I'm going to mention it anyway. Second thing is time. The chicken stock was very quick, half an hour, jobs are good, and the beef stock several hours. This is slap bang in the middle, round about 90 minutes to 2 hours. And the third and final point, I've said it previously in the other stock videos, it's important that it doesn't become a rubbish bin. Being vegetable based, very easy to fall into the trap of just chucking any old thing in there. If you treat it as a rubbish bin, it'll taste like a rubbish bin. We don't want that. It's a waste of time, waste of money. So we're going to do it properly. So I've pre-chopped my vegetable base: carrot, celery, onion, garlic. Also going to be adding the onion cloute and the bouquet garni, and we're going to be putting some leeks into the stock as well. Now flavour wise, we don't have a strong meat flavour to help us along the way here. It is purely vegetable. Veg tends to have a very high percentage of water inside them, so we're essentially using water to flavour water, which sounds bonkers when you put it like that. So the most important stage in this process is the beginning, where we brown off the vegetables, because that's our massive chance to impart flavour. So we need to get a really good colour on these. So I'll shut up and I'll get cracking with it. So the vegetables are in, you probably hear them just sitting away behind me. They're still on a medium heat, just going to cook them out slowly and allow them to caramelise. Now the vegetables have been sauteing for around about 4 minutes, and they do have a good depth of colour and flavour to them now. So I am going to add the other little bits and pieces, starting with the liquid. Because the vegetables had a lot of water in them to begin with, as they were cooking, that was sweating out of it and forming sediment on the bottom of the pan. So what adding the liquid to it now has done has deglazed that pan, so you can really see the colour that's now being imparted into the stock. It is quite a similar colour, if not a little bit darker than the chicken stock was. So don't forget onion cloute and your bouquet garni. Tie her up. Now I'm just going to leave this to simmer for around about half an hour. So my stock's been simmering away for just over half an hour, and there's not really that much in terms of the fat that's come to the surface like there has been in the previous video. I'm going to clarify the stock that is there, just to make sure that I've got it as refined as possible. Not really much to skim off here, which is good, very good. So now we're leaving it a further hour. Again, there isn't a lot to skim off the top, so I'm just going to do that very quickly, and then it's time for us to arm ourselves with a chinois and pass the stock. Through you go. Give it a shake, make sure you got all that liquid through. So that is our vegetable stock. You can see that there. That is almost a consommé level of clarity through that. If you don't know what a consommé is yet, don't worry, we'll get there. Storage wise, same as before, into the fridge or into your ice cube trays to freeze for your homemade stock cubes. So now we have covered all three essential stocks that you will need to be able to complete the next few videos in this series. I do hope you're enjoying them, you're finding them useful, you're finding them educational without being bloody monotonous. In the next few videos we're going to be looking at the 5 mother sauces, which is some of my favourite things to teach, favourite things to make, and will give you some key skills to be able to go from here to here very quickly, elevating your cooking. If you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you followed this course right the way through from the beginning, you're probably sick of me asking you to subscribe by now, so if you haven't, what the bloody hell are you doing, man? Get it done. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.